Hey, what's good, heavy hitters? So good morning, to all the tribe that's out there. So I just want to, I'm going to read a little bit of Just for Today for you. Uh, when is a secret not a secret? Addicts tend to live secret lives. It is a great relief to get rid of all our secrets and to share the burden of our past. We've heard it said that we are as sick as our own secrets. What do we keep secret and why? We keep secret those things that cause us shame. We may hold on to such things because we don't want to surrender them. Yet if they're causing us shame, wouldn't we live more clearly, easily with ourselves if we were rid of them? Some of us hold on to these things that cause us shame for another reason. It's not that we didn't want to be rid of them, we just don't believe we can be rid of them. They've plagued us for so long, and we've tried so many times to rid ourselves of them, that we've stopped hoping for relief, yet still they shame us, and still we keep them secret. We need to remember that who we are, recovering addicts, we who tried so long to keep our addiction a secret, have found freedom from the obsession and compulsion to use. Though many of us just couldn't stand the toll of our using was taking on it. The toll our using was taking on us. We admitted our powerlessness and sought help from others. The burden of our secret was lifted from us. The same principles applies to whatever secrets may burden us, yet we're as sick as our secret. Only when our secrets stop being secret can we begin to find relief from those things that cause us shame. Just for today, my secrets can make me sick only as long as they stay secret. Today I will talk with my sponsor about secrets. Hell, it almost sounds like a debriefing, who's got more secrets than a convict? Gang member convicts in there, People come out here, we know that we're about to move on our homeboy because he's fucked up, whatever, and you're just sitting there smiling, having coffee, yucking it up, and you know what's about to go down on dude, yeah, convicts got a lot of secrets, man, you know what I mean? So I told you guys I stay in touch with a few of the fellas from the back, and last night I was talking to one, texting back and forth, and I asked, what'd you have for chow, slop, you know what I mean? And I rubbed some shit in. I told him, I had my girl for breakfast, I had a burrito for lunch, and I had my girl for a mid-afternoon snack, and, spaghetti for dinner. That was sort of fucked up of me because last night he texted me, he's all, hey, where you at? And I'm like, I'm outside smoking a cigarette. And he's like, is it nice out? You guys get what I'm saying? He couldn't even fucking go outside to find out what the weather was like on his own, man. I forgot that alone right there is just something to be grateful for, man. Just I get to do what I want to do, I don't know, that really affected me. Not remembering that at one point in time I couldn't even go outside and see what the weather was like, And now I just crack the window, go out on the balcony, I smoke a cigarette. I do pretty much what I want. That's why when I say I never had it so good, I never had it so good, man. Just the simple things of, I don't know, man, like I get really affected. That really affected me a lot, just remembering that there was a time that I couldn't fucking do nothing, sitting a 6x9, going crazy, if you had a celly, you could talk. If you didn't have a celly, but by the time you're done talking, but with all the lies that we've already told each other just for the hell of it, it was insane. And I'm off topic. I can't find my knee brace, you know what I mean? But I need to get a couple videos out because my phone's probably going to be shut off for a few days. Or get that figured out and get back on track with you guys. I wanted to read Just for Today for you to let you know, man, you guys haven't done anything that nobody else has done. I assure you. When I read most of my stuff to my sponsor, he was like, is that all? Oh, I've done that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, we're all pretty much the same, you know. There's no sense in living in a secret, guys. Man, life is good, you know. And another thing is, believe that, you know what I mean? It does, guys. You know, think about all the friends that I've lost, and when I say lost, I've lost them both to death as well as to prison for life. You know what I mean? My boy Jet, we're gonna just call him Mossberg. You know what I mean? Like the shotgun. He called me a while back. You know, he's all, man, I'm looking at 27 years, bro. And he's all, I'm scared. He goes, I wish I would have listened to you a while back. I told him, man, you wanted to be a gang member, you wanted to play, you know what I mean? And now you get to deal with gang member toys. You know what I mean? Those toys are going to prison, man. You know? He's all, yeah, 27 years, I don't know if I can do it. And I said, you know, well, do what you can. Just do what you can, man. You know, because guess what? You pretty much got no choice. The fellows that I talked to, one of them's been down 27 years, the other one's been down 23 years. I mean, I talked to a couple other fellows, but they haven't been down that long, and they're both getting out, I believe, at some point, you know. Buck Rogers years, but whatever. Simple things, man. Simple things. You know, I get to say good morning to Harriet. I get to hold the door open for the old people here at the apartment complex, man. They look at me in fear at first because I'm all covered in ink, and they're all, you know, Jewish, or most of them are just from somewhere else, you know, and I hold the door open for them, and they just look at me in a little bit of fear, and then they'll go, thank you, you know. And now one of them started to talk to me. He needed his car parked, and he's old, and he asked me if I'd do it, and I really didn't want to because I was in a hurry, and I was like, yeah, man, here, give me the keys, I'll go ahead and move the car for you, you know. I get to be of service in all kinds of ways today, and I'm grateful for that. So if I think I'm in a big hurry, for what, you know. Harriet doesn't worry about time at all, man. She'll be late to her own funeral, and I wish I could find that kind of ease and you know, what I do, but you know, I'm very routine, let's say, as far as I want to be on top of everything, you know. And if I say I'm going to be here at this time, I want to be there at that time, not, you know, come rolling up a half hour late or whatever. I try and be a man of integrity, keep my word good, and all of that, you know. Today I'm going to mess around with the new camera system because I want to try and get some interviews squeezed in this weekend, and throw some stuff on Patreon, so that way, you know. Thank you guys for supporting me. You know, it sort of helped because, like, this month I didn't pay for the bed up there, but you know, I hurt my knee, and I haven't been able to take care of myself, it seems like. So things will fall into place, though, man. I'm not tripping. That's not totally true. I'm tripping a little bit, but things will fall into place. I know that, you know. So I tell you guys all the time, man, let people know that you appreciate them, you know. All those that died yesterday had plans for today, man. You know, it's insane the way that everything's going on. You know, what, 3 cops got shot yesterday, and so back in the day I would have been like, it's 3-1, the score's 3-1. You know what I mean? We're winning, but man, I just don't think that way today. You know. I'm not always an angel. Please do not think that. Don't think that I'm floating on some cloud at all times, fucking being Mr. Happy, Joyous, and Free. You know, like, I have my stresses, I have my worries, and I try not to let the world see that. There's who I am, who I want to be, you know what I mean, and where I'm at, you know what I mean? So I try and stay somewhere along the middle. So, like I said, this topic, I'm all off topic this morning. It's just that call last night, that text last night saying, you know, is it nice outside, really affected me, man. This is from a person that I totally care about. And for him to say that, then I was thought back on the days when I was like, man, can't even go outside, you know what I mean? Don't even, no way of finding out what it's like out there. just to turn the door from this side and be able to walk out. It's a blessing in disguise, man. It's a blessing I don't want to forget. It's not something I'm trying to give up. All you young bucks out there thinking it's cool, guess what, man? They got games for you. You know what I mean? You're not getting away with shit anymore. You know what I mean? Every fucking chase is, you watch it on the news, everybody's caught. You do a shooting, guess what? They're gonna go around there, fucking gonna hit up all the neighbors who got cameras, and they're gonna catch your ass, man. You know? And for what? For an eighth of a second, you know, decision you're gonna be doing the rest of your life. You know, it's not fair to your family. It's not fair to, you know, I'm considered the black sheep of my family. And a lot of you guys that follow me know that I went back and I saw my mom after what seemed like 100 years. I felt like a total stranger, and I was welcomed, you know, but there was a time when, nah, you know what I mean, out of shame, guilt, my mom didn't really want me around. I don't know, she looked out for me for a while, you know what I mean, like I'd get a package, you know, every year I'd get a little quarterly package and, you know, 10 jars of coffee, some tennis shoes, and whatever, you know, and that shit back then cost, you know, $300 for a decent package. I can only imagine what it costs today. People want to sit in there and bark at their parents. Why didn't you send me money this month? You know what I mean? Are you serious? Shit, man, you should be lucky that their phone bill's paid and they were able to put some money on their card. Recently, some guy asked if I would consult with his kid. He was going to pay me $150 for an hour. And I was like, man, I can't charge this dude that much. This was a little while back. And I told him, hey, man, I don't feel comfortable charging you that much. He said, man, whatever information you're going to bring to my kid, because he's getting ready to go inside, is worth that. He goes, plus, you know, aren't you self-supporting through your own contributions? And I was like, yeah, actually I am, you know. He's all, then don't feel bad about it, you know. And I think I gave the kid some decent advice on hopefully how to stay out of trouble, you know. He wasn't one of these kids that are going to go in there and talk about he's a gang member this, and God, you know, he did this shooting over there, he did this stabbing over there, and, you know, he wasn't one of those kids, because, you know, there's a lot of those out there that are going to go in there saying they did this and that, and they're just saying that out of fear, you know. Well, once you say that, that shit's printed, bam, right here. So we're like, all right, homeboy knows how to handle a piece, put one in his hand, you know what I mean? And if he keeps bumping his gums about all this shit, if he's one of them knuckleheads always running his mouth, fucking getting in trouble and this and that, we're going to find a reason to put a piece in his hand and get rid of him, you know. You may think you're just being part of by raising your hand, and trust me, I raised my hand many times, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be gotten rid of. You know what I mean? You're going to get caught doing what you're doing, period. You know, and that's a way that we get rid of people in the car that we don't want there anyway. You know what I mean? Send them, all right, put a piece in his hand, let him go deal with this or that. You know, to not have to deal with that today, man, see all that? That's gray. You know what I mean? It's actually all gray. You know, I got that Steven Seagal dye job going on, but that's just because I can't accept the fact that it's all gone. You know what I mean? Like, the youth is gone. Thank God I've gained the knowledge that I've gained now, you know, and I try and bring it to you guys so that you don't have to go out and learn it all on your own, you know. Staying out of trouble is so much easier than you think, man. Seriously, it's so much easier than you think. Sometimes it just requires and using this, you know, think some way through. If you can get a hold of closing your mouth and thinking about what you're about to say before you say it, you're going to save yourself a lot of grief in the future, you know. Ethics, shit. Every job that I go to work at, they're like, man, this dude's got his shit together. As far as, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I'll learn what I'm doing real quick, and I'm always doing something. I'm preparing them as they're coming my way. You know what I mean? They're laid out to do what they need to be laid out to do. And people are like, you just don't see that shit anymore. You know, where did you learn that? You've been, you know, like Wes says, we're laying things out in integrity, being on target, man. You know what I mean? Taking care of things for them, which is taking care of things for you. You know, because at the end of the day, when it's time to go home, guess what? I'm already ahead of him. We're already packed up and loaded. When he's done, we're done. We're out of there, or whatever the case may be. So, you guys, today is a good day to let your sons, your daughters, your moms, your dads know that you appreciate all that they've done for you, you know, because it feels good. Everybody wants to be handed a gift to feel good, you know, and being told that you're appreciated, I guarantee you, even your boss, hell, and be like, hey man, I appreciate all that you've done for me around here. Shit, that could lead to your next raise, you know. It's not that simple. It's not that hard. All it is setting a little pride and ego aside and going, you know what? I really do appreciate this. Because if you can't appreciate being able to open your door and go outside to see what the weather's like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, that right there is still just ringing true to me. I get to do that today. Guess what? I'm getting ready to go check the P.O. box, which I'm probably going to have to close down. So you guys might want to hold off on writing me or whatever, sending donations there or whatever, until I get back at you and let you know, because I got to see where I'm at with some things. I got to take care of other things first. But I'm sorry I'm all over the place this morning. That was ringing on me, and I got to get out of here, and I wanted to throw a quick video out. If I don't see you for a few days, I've already explained why. And I'll get things figured out, and we'll be talking soon, man. So, by the way, Old Badge Man may have caught a role in a movie. For those of you that have never seen the movie Alive, Jay Carpenter, he wrote it, he directed it, and he contacted me and asked me if I would like a little part in his movie, and I'm like, sure, you know, it sounds cool. So if you haven't checked out the movie, check it out, man. You know, let me know what you guys think. So I guess I got that distinguished look. You know, everywhere I go, somebody recognizes me because of the beard and mustache or whatever, the beard and goatee and whatnot. And it's cool. Like, you don't like my beard and goatee? It's cool. You're not paying for my razors. So, you guys, please enjoy today. It's hot. It's miserable. You can find 5,000 reasons to be miserable. You know what I mean? Just seek that one reason to be good, feel good inside, you know? This morning I got up, and first thing I do, All Father, I offer myself to thee, to build with me and do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may be able to do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I may help of thy power, thy love, thy way of life. May I do thy will always. Bam! That starts my day. You know, I get to be polite to my old lady right from the gate. Good morning, babe. You know, and then from there, the next thing I did is made my bed. The next thing I did is brush my teeth. You know, it's routine, you know, and if God can relieve me of the bondage of self and I'm able to help my fellow man out, that's the deal I've made with him, you know. Someone said in the comments, seems like all you ex-convicts come out of the joint and you're always trying to do better. Well, duh. When the fuck do you expect us to be doing? Of course we're trying to do better. We're not trying to return to that atmosphere. And we don't want you to go either. You know, well, I don't want you to go. And, you know, people like Herc, Wes, Bounce Back, I don't know if his channel's like that. Rob Savage, if you haven't seen Rob, go to Facebook and check him out. Good morning, champions. That's how he starts his day off. You know, I love Rob. He's an inspiration, you know. And I'm going to try and get him back on the channel. It's just he lives so far away. Trying to hook up and to feed that dude, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta feed him on top of everything else, because I always feed my guests when they come over. You know, it's just what I do. It's my get down. So, just to feed Robbie's burgers, you know, like, dude's funny as hell. I love him to death. You know, we've done time together. We've ran the streets together. We've been doing time since we were pups together, you know. And he was all skinny and like a string bean, and next time I see him, he's all yoked up. And top heavy. I guess they call it the convict body, where your upper body's all yoked up, but you got these little chicken legs, because that's mostly what we do is prison routine, push-ups, curls, bench, whatever, Legs are very seldomly thrown in there, so sometimes we look a little funny. But you guys remember, please, if you're an addict, remember, if you're not an addict, man, it doesn't matter. Just everything applies to you as well, Extend your hand to your fellow man, And I'm sorry if you guys think, who's this guy that's done all this dirt and claims to be all this? Nah, I don't claim to be shit. I claim to be a scared kid when I was in there doing some stupid shit, trying to earn a name that who gives a shit about, And that's that, I don't claim to be anybody. I ain't trying to be that rough, tough Cocoa Puff anymore, I'm trying to be me, trying to do what feels good in here, And for me, I made a deal with a God that I didn't believe in or understand when I first made the deal. But as I seen miracles laying before me, all right, I guess I have to put some faith in. I sure put faith that bag that they brought me was going to make me feel better. And why can't I put the same faith in something that makes me feel better no matter what? When as long as I'm clear up here, then I could be good right here. And that's all any of us are seeking, is to feel good right here, I'm going to let you go. Sorry if this seemed a little long-winded and all over the place, but I'm thinking about the things I have to do, and I wanted to throw this out while my phone's still on and take it from there, all right? So, like I said, I'm going to try and get Rob on, and I got some cat DJ probably going to go film this weekend and get some stuff on Patreon for my fellow Patreons and go from there. That's where I put the brutal shit, the shit that some people want and need to hear, if you want the rough, tough shit, there it is. It'll be over there, So anyway, nothing but love and respect shot your way, all right? So, have an awesome day.